Hi YouTubers, I'm here with Anthony today and we're just going to go over something from Wing Chun second form. Now, I've been asked to look at the forms and try and talk through the forms, so we're going to do a little snippet at a time. And this is about using the circular and rotational energy in Chum Kiu, but it's also about making sure that you transfer your energy to the right part of your body while you're using it and know how you lead from one into the other. So let me give you an example. Sometimes what people do is they will go into a position. They'll be here, let's go into a position. So if Anthony puts pressure on, I'll go into my position. It's okay, but the reality of this position is I've not taken control of this energy. I've moved it to one side. This is a recognised position from Wing Chun. But if I do this and I go to there and press, Anthony can push on this shoulder. And because I've not taken control of the energy, he's still in control of my body. So what I want to be able to do is, if I feel pressure in Chum Kiu, I've got to take control of that. That is his bridge, and I've got to take control of it. I don't do it by making a shape necessarily. What I do is I use this hoop principle. And what I'll do is I'll use this hoop or this hoop to do it. So the moment he comes and makes contact, when it gets pressure, I change the direction. Can you see? I change the direction. So the moment he presses, I change the direction of where it's going and I can hit off it. So on one arm here, look, presses in, I can change the direction. Now, can you see how by just doing that, good bridge for Anthony. If I do this, I'm in a lot of trouble. To now, look, poor bridge for Anthony. I've taken control of the bridge. Of course, what you then have to think about is how do I transfer that energy to the next part of my body? Let me give you an example here. If I feel pressure, I can establish that. But now look, I can keep going up and up and up and up and up forever. And we've got a problem, haven't we? Anthony can then close me down. Yeah, we don't want him to do that. So I have to reach a point, whatever I do, that I will transfer it to the next part of my body, the next weapon. So as it comes in, I'll come up. My next part of my body is here. I have to close that and I'll start to rotate here. And I'll transfer it to the next part of my body, which is here. And I'll just get him here. I'm oversimplifying. Of course, this needs to be practiced under pressure. But the basic idea is that when it comes in, any force, I don't meet head on. Any force, I don't collapse with it. Any force, I don't try and do something like this whilst forgetting that. I take control of the energy, I transfer it to the next part, I transfer it to the next part, and there he goes. Now you often see this in situations here. You see this in Chum Kiu, where people will go across the line and you'll open it out. This is another example. Now I never do it from a pushing on position like this, but this is a pretty good trap for Anthony. He's trapped me here. Now if I try and force back, I can't take control. But look, if I start my spiral, I get to the point here, look, where I've taken control of that energy. Can you see? By going across, here, take control. He's still in a good place. So I now need to control the energy again and strike him. So here's it presses. The big circle is allowing me to do this. And finally, the last one we're going to do is going to use in the body, because Wing Chun isn't just about being here and controlling these positions to strike. Wing Chun works really well body to body. If I try and rotate Anthony from here, it's hard. If I bring him into here and I want to rotate him, it becomes quite easy to strike. So remember when you're transferring, we'll just do it on this side for the camera. Look at this one particular. I try and use one arm up. He presses, I use the hoop. I start to transfer. So I've transferred the energy to here. I start to transfer. I use my body to turn and strike. See how that works? I'm using this principle of establishing that I've got the bridge, he hasn't got the bridge. And that's the sort of thing you need to think of when you're doing Chum Kiu. I hope it helps. Please send cash. I'll take postal orders, I'll take cheques. I also take a little bit of goodwill. Have a great one.